hot as a motherfucker up
You
in
know,
here.
you got the shorts on, the knees showing today.
But 99 times out of 100, this basement is too cold.
Go watch the YouTubes if you want to see how my knees look.
Speaking of YouTube, actually, let me start the show first. Actually, no, fuck it. I'm not starting the show. Fuck it.
Yes, don't start.
What am I saying?
Talk about YouTubes.
I figured I learned a way to get people to view our YouTube.
How?
In addition to check our YouTube.
How?
Right? We have to start throwing Easter eggs. So I'll give you an example. I was watching last week's episode, and I was like, fuck, my socks are showing at times. And there's times where, like, my foot is on the thing, and I'm wiggling my foot to think. Right? So I'm like, oh, I look like a doof. Right? So if you check our YouTube and watch our episode from last week, find the moments where I did that and laugh at me.
That's solid.
You know what I'm saying?
Boys, check how many times he picks up his water, act like he's going to drink it, says a whole 10-minute conversation.
Today it's tea.
And puts it right back down beside him. That's
cold
secret
tea.
Easter egg. Jeez,
cold tea. Room temp tea.
Oh, okay.
I made a little peppermint tea and it's room temp.
Did it start off room temp or did it start
off hot?
And then you just got busy and then...
Got busy and
let me move his
here we are today.
Run
and
down
then
the intros.
And then in the future with the YouTube shit, I wonder if we can, sprinkle in a little bit of prizes. You know what I'm saying?
It's coming.
For example, we'll say, at what timestamp did we start the conversation about album X, Y, and Z? And what was our final rating?
Jeez.
I'm off?
No, you're onto something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean.
Yo, close the curtains on them. Close the curtains on this.
Close the curtains. Now let's welcome everyone to the show. Sir. Of course, True North Views Podcast, Toronto's unofficial podcast discussing hip hop, R&B, and the culture. Welcome to episode 107.
Sir.
Of course, I go by the name of Harris.
Y'all know me. I'm the skirt master, Mr. Triple Double himself. 0 assist. Stealing 70 mil from the TTC. And I'm an NBA champion. You can call me Just Shola. NBA championship. Flexing the NBA championship on the first day of summer.
That's true.
Jeez.
The rest of your intro.
As usual, we are giving you our view. You know what?
That was it. Our views from
the perspective of a couple of first generation. We're giving you our views from the perspective of a couple of first generation Canadians.
Wow. How come?
You know how you're driving and the song's on and you're singing word for word, and then
by the time
you get into your house, you're like, yo, let me sing that song again. It's stuck in my head. Yo, how'd that song go again?
Yo,
that's how it is. Yo, you need that rhythm and just flow.
That's what I'm saying. Like it has to be, that's why the Sprite rack is not the first rack. You
gotta get the flow ready. You gotta get the rhythm down.
Come on, man. I know what type of time it is already. Of course, let's start with the pre-potpourri, and it's kind of become a common question at this point. Pre-potpourri week, who knows of Corona? It don't even feel like that no more because damn near everything is opening up. Yeah. But I guess on that note, how is the mind, body, heart, soul? What's new? What's in the mind? What's in the heart? What's going on, man? What's going on?
Surprisingly, I've been better this week. Mentally, I feel like I don't know what I just feel like. Mentally, I was just like, you know what? I feel like it's partially the Jordan doc.
Yes.
I don't know. I just got this energy when it finished. Just like, yo.
I think I'll tell you
what. Go kill him, killer. Go kill him. So, yo, this week I was went to work. I was like, yo, I'm the man. I'm the shit. Yo, fuck you. Fuck you. Like, that was my attitude. Not literally, but mentally, I was like, yo, fuck everything. So this week I feel like, yo, I got some, like, energy in me. I was like, okay, it's not a bad week. Yo, how about you? Tell me about your week.
Same on my end, and obviously we'll talk about the Jordan Jock post-potpourri, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, let's throw that in there. You guys catch us editing on the fly at all times. Jordan.
Take us everything.
Yeah, so I mean, with the Jordan doc, obviously, after watching that, I kind of felt the same way as you. Again, I think I can put my finger on it. We'll keep it to the end of the discussion, of course. Keep the people hanging. That being said, I spoke last week about ebbs and flows. Let's say this is high and this is low, right? So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Saturday.
Saturday, yeah. I'll say Saturday.
Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. And, I don't know how much we want to snitch on ourselves with why Saturday is.
Oh, yeah, boy.
But let's just say,
events.
events.
Things that do
socially responsible events.
Yes, there we go.
Is Guanin.
Socially distant responsible
is Guanin. But no, otherwise, like I said, man, just riding the ebbs and flows, like I said last week. And we'll get more into it, like I said, with the Jordan doc. I'll tie it back the way the Jordan doc tied it back.
Gee, run it back.
Get yourself that. But, of course, we do have to. I forgot to tell people where to follow us. Of course, you can follow us at True North Views on Twitter, on Instagram, and on YouTube. Of course, on YouTube, you are going to get the full episodic experience, audio and visual. Please support that. Follow us, like us, share that with a friend. We super appreciate it. And the views are very consistent, and the runtime is very consistent as well. So thank you to those who have been part of the YouTube movement. On Instagram, what you will find is 60-second sound bites from the respective episode for the week, very themed conversations, or just kind of conversations that take it out of simply the headline.
Yes.
For example, Meg Thee Stallion and Doja Cat being numbers 2 and 1 respectively, because I said Meg first.
Yeah, Meg first.
Obviously, we extended that to the conversation of will they run hip hop in the 2020s, and not necessarily. We had really good conversation going on there. Where a lot of people, shout out to my guy Steven Thizer, he was like, Doja won't run rap. She has so much crossover appeal that she does every sort of genre. So while the traditional sense, she may consider herself a rapper, her artistry is limitless. One of our other commenters, Simone Curtis, she said, Doja Cat makes teeny bopper music in my opinion. So I don't agree, but at the same time, her ability to cross genres will have her in the top spot on the charts. And that's essentially what we were saying. When we say run hip-hop, we don't mean
like... Yeah, we just
the
mean
top
like,
lyricist. We mean the face of.
Exactly. Everyone know who she is.
Yeah. So conversations like that find our way to Instagram. So please continue to participate in that. And, of course, on our Twitter, you will find just random liking, random tweeting, random hashtagging, topic of the day, hashtag of the day, poll of the day, whatever it may be. Again, we are in quarantine, and the weather's getting warmer at this point. So I think we've upped it from 100% likelihood to like 1,000% likelihood that if you see any tweeting spree from the @TrueNorthViews Twitter account, just know that it happened while I was
back home smoking legal.
Meditating.
Meditation, you see, is very important. It's been necessary for me this week. Holy Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh my God, I've been doing walking meditation, and I will touch on that with the Jordan doc.
Okay.
And I bought a book on Zen Buddhism.
Buddhism. I always said, I was born into my religion. Because my parents,
which is true.
My parents forced me into my religion.
Which is true. I was born into Catholicism.
That exactly.
I went to a Catholic school.
Me too.
Right.
But if I could choose one growing up, I would have gone into Buddhism as a choice of learning.
Yeah.
Just some I don't know. If I was going to choose one, I would pick Buddhism. Just something about Buddhism always captured my enthusiasm.
I'm gonna add that to the notes there. I'm gonna tie it all in. I promise.
All right, it's coming.
I'm gonna tie it all in. But let's get started with this music potpourri, man. Not much has happened, really, in music news, so to speak. Nothing really worth, just kind of like petty tabloid type of stuff.
Just all headlines.
Nasty stuff, in the words of Joe Budden, nasty stuff. I mean, of course, we have the Joe Biden incident. We don't need to talk about that.
Political podcast.
We have political. Okay, why not? We have the Lana Del Rey situation, which we'll have a sort of extended conversation on. Doja Cat situation.
I need explanation on that.
Okay,
have a conversation.
I will.
Because I tried looking into it, and then I got so many
I say somewhat yes, and again we'll get into it because it's nothing new.
Okay.
Right.
I figured that's what it was.
Essentially, what I do want to talk about, because I don't really care to talk about these things per se. Yeah. I want to grab that and make a discussion out of it. I want to start with the whole Lana Del Rey situation.
Yes.
Right? So with Lana Del Rey, for those that don't know, I'm not going to read her quote-unquote rant. Speaking of novels, she's dropping 2 books. But
2 books and an album, by the way.
2 books and an album is coming from that little rant. Obviously, she did that intentionally. So again, we're not going to talk about the nuances of that particularly. But as soon as the Lana Del Rey situation was happening, and I'm not talking about level of problematic for better or for worse in comparison to the names I'm going to say, I thought about Bieber. trying to sell and trying to go number one.
Yep.
Desperation mode.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about Selena Gomez doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'm trying to think
did that
of...
same thing.
I wouldn't call him A-list pop star.
Okay. No,
I guess is where I'm going. I know he is. No, he is. No, you
Okay.
are right. But I'm saying like the let's
Like
call
the
them
clean-
the yeah,
the
let's call them
clean-
the disconnected
There we go.
A-list pop star to
Okay,
black
there we go.
culture.
There we go. Okay, that's better.
I almost asked the question, are A-listers becoming irrelevant? Because we're seeing, like, Lana Del Rey was nominated for a Grammy last year.
She sells stadiums.
She sells out stadiums, like you
Yes.
said. She probably went platinum.
Definitely. I know people that line up for her concert tickets, sells out immediately.
And she felt the need to do an extendo paragraph about people criticizing her submissiveness in her lyrics. I'm sorry, what?
You think maybe it's because she's... I don't know. Maybe she never had a number one, but...
I don't know that. Again, not even I think the only speculation is promo.
Yeah.
Because in the end of that rant, she said, "Find out more about this in my 2 books as well as my album."
It's all promo at that point.
Literally promo, right? But
it's bad promo.
I'm thinking about... That's my point. That's my point
Because
right
now
there.
I don't want to
bad
check you out. I don't want to check out
But all
Lana
these
Del Rey.
A-listers are doing bad promo.
To
It's
them,
almost
man,
like intentional bad promo to try to get their name out there.
Yeah, man. I guess
Right?
to them, as long as your name's out there, because as long as people know you, they will. I don't know. I get it. I get
weird,
it.
though. It's like,
I
damn.
get it, but because to them it doesn't matter. As long as your name's out there, you're popular. It's just a popularity contest.
They're all
It doesn't
about the
matter
interaction.
how-
As long they only care that they get 1 million Google searches of their
Exactly.
name.
They don't care who's Googling
Regardless
it.
of if it's Lana Del Rey is stupid. I'm just
They don't.
saying
Yeah,
something,
they don't
right?
care about that. They just care about Lana Del Rey or
True.
Person X.
That's true.
That's my thought of it. Because to them, because if they cared about it, they would not do this.
It's interesting to kind of have the discussion about, and I know a few people talk about this all the time. Shout out to Cozy, Run the Tape Pod.
Shout out to Cozy and Run
I
the
know
Tape.
Mouse Jones is really about
Shout out
this
to
energy
Jones
as
of the
well.
Mouse.
More the engagement almost matters more than the numbers. Right, the conversation matters more than the amount of followers. The amount of comments have,
In what way?
in
like a
in
tweet?
interaction type of way,
Okay.
right? So let's say
yeah. The comments, the comments,
Right.
algorithms. When your comment is buzzing, you're getting people talking about you. You're now on the newsfeed. Now Shade Room has you on the. Now Shade Room's buzzing. They got you on the newsfeed now. E News has
Right.
you on their newsfeed, and now you're on everyone's Explore page.
And
So-
it's this weird thing about
all
I don't know if it's the
popularity.
ego, I don't know what it is, but it's a weird thing where it's like I'd rather be, and I'm taking it away from Cozy
Yeah.
and Mouse Jones. I'm actually taking it away now. But it is definitely a shout out to them. It's like these A-listers are almost saying to themselves, I'd rather be talked about than make money.
What being talked about is making money for them.
I guess.
Having
I
more,
guess they look at it as
having
more.
more Google searches.
True.
You say, you know what? You know,
True.
do you know how many people actually said, "Let me go listen to the Lana Del Rey song," all because of a rant? A few people did.
It's like, well, who's this dumb girl play?
Exactly. She just made maybe it's 12 cents. She made 12 cents though.
It's true.
Do
It's
that a million times. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna do the math. It's like 120,000.
Yeah, no, it's true.
So
It's true. Again, in the nasty news type of stuff,
Went to
I guess
Doja?
let's talk about Doja Cat a little
what
bit.
did she do?
Not that she did anything new, and I also don't know the full story,
Okay.
right? But it's something along the lines of her being in conversations with alt-right people or
Yeah.
people that are obviously racist towards blacks.
That's what I heard.
Or black people, because I don't even like saying blacks. That's kind of weird. To black people. And just her, she, I don't know. Like, she doesn't
Just-
love black. Like, it's almost like she's anti-black in a sense,
Oh.
is the conclusion that Twitter has drawn up about her.
Are we surprised?
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to take it beyond your question. Doja has shown who she was since Bitch I'm a Cow.
Right.
With the
Right?
trolling stuff. With the, she likes white people. I
Yes.
think she's biracial as well.
She is. She's mixed. She just said the end though. Fuck word like it's crazy.
It was just cool. Cole says it. So,
Yeah.
Cole's always my barometer. I'm
But
like, Cole does it.
Cole represents his, if Cole went to a room like, yo, Cole, what race are you? He's not gonna say I'm mixed.
You're right.
He's gonna say I'm black.
You're
I
right.
guarantee you, Doja Cat's gonna say I'm mixed. She's gonna let it know
She's
that
like, I'm
like,
biracial.
I'm bi exactly.
I didn't even send her this. Check our YouTube.
It actually looked well. It didn't look centered, but
It looked hard? Oh, no, it didn't.
it looked fine. Like you could see it. Not it looked fine, but you can see.
No, it's definitely better
Yeah,
now. I didn't even
it's
adjust
definitely
that.
better.
But
I saw it too, and I just forgot.
check our YouTube, and for the contest that does not exist yet, tell us what timestamp. the T-shirt adjustment just occurred on, or it
get
may or may
T-shirts.
not be a T-shirt adjustment. I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Could be a sock.
Right. I guess again, forget the nuances of Doja because she has shown this about her since she came out.
Yeah, we've talked about this
many times. So I don't need to.
I didn't even take her seriously.
No.
Remember we were talking about the Moon. I'm like, who is this girl? Like, I'm not going to take you seriously if that's your song.
I remember that.
Moo.
I do remember that. And I ended up tweeting. I was like, I'm surprised so many people on my timeline is like surprised at Doja. She been showing that.
Everyone thinks celebrities are
because everyone found out Doja can rap in 2020. Right? Like that's all it really is. But I wanted to have a discussion beyond that and talk about, you know, or just at least mention stan culture versus fan culture. Right? I just hope we get rid of stan culture is really all I wanted to go with that.
See, I'm cool with you being a stan of something. Just don't attack other people for not liking it. Like,
but see, that's the thing.
I should be able to say, and I love Beyonce. But this is just the biggest example I can give.
It's just an example, to be clear.
To be clear for the room, I love Beyonce. But I
Beehive.
think I should be able to tweet, I don't like Beyonce's music. And someone should say, you know what? That's your choice. I don't like it, but
see,
it's your choice.
In my opinion.
I'll go my way. That's because I stand Kanye West. But I also understand when people say, oh, I hate Kanye West. I say, you know what? That's your opinion.
But that's
you don't
why,
see what I see, and that's fine.
That's exactly why I say I want to get rid of stan, because I think you are a big fan of Kanye. And if someone says Kanye is garbage, you're going to say, no, he's not. But if someone says, I don't love that Kanye record, you're going to say, by all means.
Yeah.
Right? I think when it comes to being a stan, and that shirt turned again, when I barely touched it, I was like, fam, really?
She's not slick.
Holy fuck. I think being a stan also means being that rude, abrasive, brash type of person.
Always
to say,
on the defensive.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I really had on that. I just hope that stan culture gets out of here, because when you stan people, it means you idolize them. When you idolize them, you set them up to disappoint you, and it creates outrage. Right? No celebrity should be on a pedestal.
Oh, definitely not.
You could commend the work they do. You know, shout out to Rihanna, for example.
The
but
hustle.
She is the queen to me. But
exactly,
you know what I'm saying? I sound like a fucking Rihanna is on a different pedestal.
They're coming to you, man.
I'm not gonna use Rihanna as an example.
They're coming for you. They're coming for you.
Selena Gomez. I'm not putting her on another pedestal.
I'm not.
I'm putting Rihanna though.
Rihanna's like. Oh,
there's like a handful of people. Rihanna, Beyonce, and it stops there.
Yeah. No argument there.
Right. And then of course, let's move on, because again, I don't care about tabloid stuff. That's all it is.
That's true, and it's always about stupid shit about people that. Yeah, I'm not. Moving. I'm just gonna stop there. It's just, I don't care.
Man, I saw a tweet that said, I don't know if it's that I'm turning 30 or if it's because we're so deep in quarantine, but I just really don't give a fuck about a lot of shit.
I've never cared about.
Neither have I. I'm just like it's both.
Mail, I think. It made it big on Instagram off tabloids. I'm just like, I can't go on that. Like, I go on here for like a few seconds. I'm like, I don't care that someone has a child. I don't care that someone wants to a mom.
I don't care.
I don't care that someone wants to fight
someone. They're dating. They were spotted at lunch.
I don't care. It's probably set up anyway. Half these freaking relationships are built by the record label to build sales. So
like, the relationships are promo.
So like, I don't care about none. Like, I don't care. I don't even care about Kanye and Kim, and and I like Kanye.
Yeah, like, and I used to love Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Like, do your thing.
That show was good television. Like, shout out to Ryan Seacrest.
Everyone has a life to live. I got my life to live. Like, they ain't helping me.
Real shit.
What's next?
What you eat don't make me shit.
I saw this thread, so I didn't click the link.
Yes.
So this is the first time I'm clicking.
I figured when I post links like that and I purposely make it ambiguous, you don't click it. A lot of times I don't click it either. Like, I'll see the first 2% of it, and I'm like, let me put that there.
So I didn't click this.
So I saw, obviously, on Twitter, when we had no topics to talk about, I'm always going to find something intriguing on Twitter to talk about. So I found a random pick one thread. Pick one, and this is related strictly to hip-hop albums.
Yes.
I think someone retweeted one that was just like a wild take, and that's what made me put this topic here, something like that. But, okay. We have a thread here that says pick one. And I'm going to start with Travis Scott, Astroworld versus Roddy Ricch, The Box. What's it called? The Box? I don't know what it's called. Man.
The Box. He was screaming for being anti-social.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, man.
In the Box was a one song.
Yeah. Same thing, man. I'm going Astro World.
I'm going Roddy Ricch, man. Although Astro World, it's a tough one. Like it's like Roddy Ricch, Astro World right beside each other. It's not an easy thing. I just like Roddy Ricch.
Each of the Migos, we talked about that. We liked Offset's the most.
Offset, yep.
I want to get to some more intriguing ones, and you scroll as well. Like I don't know which random ones are here.
So you just see it's funny. There's J House and Big Conspiracy and Psychodrama by Dave. Because I only heard J House's thing once.
Yeah,
but you bumped it a lot of times.
I like that album, man.
I've listened to Dave, and this album was one of my favorite albums of all time.
I almost forgot about that album.
That J House album, it was good. That one time I listened to it, I just never went back to it. But I did not like it.
I think now is the perfect weather to bump that album.
Right, like that English accent, I was bumping it today. It's kind of some,
Let me press play so it's on my recents.
But
press play so it's on my recents. Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you this one. What a time to be alive and Watch the Throne.
Oh, easy. Come on, Watch the Throne. But that's a good I'm not mad at that. Like that's a good comparison. I know you don't listen to R&B, but again, we're just kind of reading for the listeners as well. Channel Orange versus Freudian by Daniel Caesar.
I'll say Channel Orange.
Yeah.
I know more songs.
No, Channel Orange is nuts. But Freudian though. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, KTSE, Tiana Taylor. Or SZA's, what's SZA's
Control?
album? Wait, no, not SZA. No, SZA, the big her.
We're not comparing KTSE to fucking Control.
No, I think this is Control. Yeah, it is Control.
Oh.
That's there.
Whoa.
I'm giving it to Control, but
hey, man,
I'm just saying.
That's crazy.
2014.
I'm not gonna do this.
Forest Hill Drive.
I'm not gonna do this.
Good Kid.
I'm not answering this question. I see Cole is my number one. But I recognize Kendrick's album work. I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'm not answering that question. See, I'm a Cole fan, borderline stan. So I'm not. You know what I'm saying? A stan would have said what they, 100%. Yo, Good Kid is garbage. Yo, Good Kid. Me, I plead the fifth.
Jay-Z, The Blueprint.
I seen that one verse.
Kanye West.
Twisted Fantasy? No.
Yes, Twisted Fantasy.
Jeez. It's so hard because it's two vastly different eras and types of hip hop.
Yep, that's the thing. I compare them.
Technically, I have to say Twisted Fantasy because my favorite Jay-Z album is I can't even answer that.
Blueprint?
I always go back and forth between Blueprint and Black Album. Sometimes I sprinkle in Reasonable Doubt in there.
I thought Reasonable Doubt was your favorite.
So it's like I don't know what the fuck to do or say, but the fact that like to me Kanye's definitive number one is Twisted Fantasy. Yeah, so I have to give it to him for the definitive. You know what I'm saying?
I respect that. You know what I've been doing lately, and I was going to bring this up in or what I'm going to start doing is all these, I want to call them older rappers, but rappers that have been in the game for a while.
Yeah, I've been holding.
I want to listen to their one of their classic older albums and one of their newer albums. So I started with Eminem. I'm listening to Marshall Mathers LP.
20 years old.
And that's the reason why I started. I'm like, you know what? Let me go listen to this. And just listen. I'm like, music has changed so much. Like, this will never be a classic today. Yeah. But just hearing it now, I'm like, I understand why it was a classic.
Time and moment is so important in what determines. And then
after this now, I'm gonna listen to Kamikaze and just see the difference 19 years later. Yeah. How much he's changed. I want to see that. I'm going to do the same thing with Jay-Z, same thing with Kanye. Everyone, it's coming, man. Yeah, you watch out.
I think I got a few more here. The Baby. Which one is this? Blame It On Baby?
No, that's
the blue cover.
That's
Blame
Baby on Baby.
Baby on Baby, not Blame It On Baby. Baby on Baby
was a song on there.
Verse Pop Smoke Meet the Woo. I'm going to Baby.
Man. That album.
That first splash of the Baby pause was like
when you first bumped out.
Come on, man.
I remember when you told me to bump, I was like, yo, wow.
Oh my god, I was like, this guy's nuts. I didn't see this coming. Neither did I. Damn versus Nothing Was the Same. I have to say Damn only because how researched it is. Yes. Especially that listening to the Dissect podcast on that. That Damn to me is Kendrick's best album. I say that true. Best. Probably not most lyrical or whatever, but
Nothing
best.
Was the Same is Drake's was my favorite album.
A lot of people have 1A and 1B with this one and
Take Care.
Yeah. I'm like
signature one. What's it called? And he's driving. Take Care. Yep. That's why Drake. That's when Drake became to me one of the GOATs. When you did two back-to-back arguable classics, I'm like, you know what?
That's
You're
true.
a GOAT. And
that's true.
Kendrick's done that, and J. Cole's done that for me.
Too early for this comparison, in my opinion, but for the listeners, because you probably won't have any input on this.
I know. I was going to ask this and you talk.
Summer Walker, Over It, versus Kehlani. It was good until it wasn't.
Kehlani.
I like Kehlani's project, man, but Summer came in with a damn near classic, man, off the gate.
I'm not a fan of Summer style. That's my thing. Like,
that Summer
I can't get into
I know what you mean.
I can't get into it. Like, Kehlani, I can at least bump a few tracks. Summer, nah.
I'm not mad at that.
That's just a personal take.
I'm not mad at that.
Don't hit me for it, man.
Album-wise, again, I just think a little too early to compare.
I think so, too.
I'm trying to think. Anything else I care about?
There's nothing else I cared about.
Yeah, nothing else.
Next keep or leak.
I was like, P&D, I was like, fuck. Yeah, but let's move on, though. Let's move on to that keep it or leak it.
Leak it?
Don't know where my tab is right here.
I was like, first one you put there?
Yes. So both of them are the same topic, basically. And I think both of them tweeted damn near the same thing. So Lupe Fiasco tweeted, album (S) mode. So I'm just going to say the tweet, whatever may come from it, keep or leak.
Leak.
Yeah,
you know it's a leak. We respect Lupe.
Hundo.
We respect your artistry.
Speaking of Lupe, I really like that he's showing himself on IG Live a little bit more recently. He's having conversation. I think he had a conversation with Joe Budden. I think he had a conversation with Swiss Beats. I could be wrong there. He's had a lot of, like, I don't know if this is something he's been doing, but this is something that I'm just catching steam of now.
Okay.
He's been on IG Live. He's been more present. And I think Lupe's at that age where it's like, you give him his respect for what he did in a previous generation.
Oh, yeah, you have to.
But he's still young enough to
do something in this
to compete for the title.
He is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he could make, like, a lot of people even argue, like, Droga's wave is that upper echelon.
I have to listen to that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so nuanced that it's almost like you won't catch everything. It has to be explained to you, and then you have to listen after.
That's how Lupe has always been. Lupe has always been like that. If you know Lupe,
I would love a dissect podcast on Droga's Wave.
Jeez.
That would actually be a great idea.
That was like what 2015 album?
No, Droga's Wave. I'm talking the new one.
Oh, that was like 2018.
The new one, yeah, 2018, 2019. I think it was even 2019.
I'm gonna go bump that.
Yeah.
I didn't bump that like fully. Like,
I bumped it like a few times.
I didn't bump it to listen to it.
Because again, like I always say, Lupe is in my top 5
You have
favorites. I've said that he's cemented in there, and I want to be able to keep up with his new stuff as well.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So why not? And the next keep it or leak it is a tweet that says, "It's new music season," with an image of a person standing beside a car behind a plane. This was tweeted by Black. So, keep or leak. New Black.
Always leak new Black.
Yeah.
I'm cool with Black. I like Black. Yeah. 6 Lack.
Especially for what he's done on a few features on some projects that I've liked
I was thinking about it this year. I'm like, yo, who is someone that...
Jeez.
Excuse me.
Jeez.
Who's someone that's been bodying features this year? I'm like, there are a few people I can put down. Lil Baby.
Yes.
Lil Baby has bodied a few features. Young Thug, I've seen him on a few features.
Thug for sure. Thug is in that conversation of feature of the year, feature artist of the year.
Pop Smoke. I've seen him on a few features, and he's body what I've heard him.
But no one's really running with the title. I get what you mean.
But that's when
there's no Cole 2018.
Exactly. By this time, everyone knew Cole was running with it. Cole already dropped 5 tracks.
What's Cole doing next? That's basically crazy, what it became.
So that's something to think about.
Okay, true. Let's that was a quick keep it or leak it.
Yeah,
that's all we got. Straightforward to the point. Let's get into these shoutouts then.
Shoutouts,
motherfucking shoutouts. You already know what it is. And I guess the only shoutout is in order
to Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
Shout out to Joe Rogan.
Mr. 100 Mil.
Hold on. For 100 mil.
I don't believe the numbers that's reported.
Yeah, I don't believe 100 mil either.
They said it was over 100 mil.
That I believe.
And, multi-year deal. Joe Rogan with Spotify, 3-year deal with Spotify, exclusive. What was the most intriguing thing to me about that was the Spotify video portion of it. Within the news itself, it's something that I thought was coming for Spotify for quite some time. And it's interesting to see.
He's taking all his previous work is going to be off everything except Spotify.
Yeah, and what's interesting, it's a license. He still owns it, so it's a licensing deal.
They just say, we put out your work. That's it.
Yeah.
Nowhere else. We pay you, and you let us put it out nowhere else.
That shit is
shout out to
interesting,
Joe
man.
Rogan, man.
Let me give him
And,
another
hit
round
us
of
up.
applause, yo. That was a quick shout out too. Okay. But yeah, again, shout out to Joe Rogan. This definitely turns
Heads.
This turns I guess this turns podcast deals into NBA contracts. Yeah, I mean, let me get that 3-100.
Let me get that 3 year 40 million.
Let me get that 3-100. I mean, listen. Would you argue that no human is less than at least 1% of another human?
Definitely not.
So if we're at least 1% of Rogan,
yes,
we can't get a 3-year 1 mil?
we definitely can.
I'm just saying.
Spotify.
We can't get a 3-year 1 mil?
Look,
we'll take a 3-year deal 1 mil.
You guys only. No more YouTube.
That's it.
You see the YouTube count going up.
That's it.
Spotify. You see the
That's
YouTube
like,
count
you know what that is?
going
That's like
up.
150 racks a year split.
Yo, it's better than what we are
I'll
right
take
now.
that shit right, yo. Straight the fuck up. I'll take that.
Hey,
yo.
man. Money's better than no money.
Facts. Let's get into this new music, though, man. As usual, shout out to Boosie Fade for providing that list of albums that has come out for the week, as well as singles and videos for good measure. And let's kind of get right into it. Kota The Fiend came out with Everything. Mm-hmm. Gunna came out with Wanna. Young and May with Red Flu.
Sir.
Key Glock, Son of a Gun. Styles P with Styles David, Ghost Your Enthusiasm.
Carly Rae Jepsen with Dedication Side B.
Now,
girl. I was only going to say this because of the Side B thing. Did Drake start something with that? 'Cause ever since Drake, maybe he wasn't the first person to do it, but I've noticed Side
Drake is
Bs
Apple. We know Drake is Apple.
lot.
He's not the first to do something. He just does it right.
Yeah, because I've noticed a few Side Bs now going since Drake. Just saying.
Who else? I don't remember who else.
KSI, isn't that a YouTuber?
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, he's a YouTuber. So
Carly Rae Jepsen's 34 years old.
I thought she was like 29.
I thought she was like 24.
Bro, we are all off.
Holy moly. Anyways.
Hood Rich Pablo Juan.
Oh shit.
Came out with Hood Champ.
Missed that one.
Eric B and Neiman J. I feel like I know that name. Optimal Music.
Yeah, who's Neiman J? I don't know who Neiman J is, but is that Eric B from like Eric B and Rakim?
That's what I think.
God damn, okay.
There's only one Eric B. Like
let's get some cuts in there then. Okay. I might check that out. That's kind of it for albums.
That's for albums,
for me. In terms of singles, we have a couple of Brockhampton tracks, which is interesting. I wonder if they're coming out with music.
Jeez.
They released 2 of them. One of them is called M.O.B. The other one is called Twisted. The Weeknd came out with the In Your Eyes remix. I saw another tweet that said, as soon as Weeknd collabs with Doja Cat.
I saw that.
It's just like, what meme was it? Yeah, stop playing with me, man. Was it the R. Kelly one?
I thought it was him crying or something.
Or something like that. I don't know what it was, man.
Some funny meme of him like sitting down like with his face all sad or some shit. I saw that though.
G-Eazy came out with Free Porn,
Oh shit,
Cheap Drugs.
That. Is he coming out with an album? Nah, he doesn't name his album songs like that.
Yeah. Tiana Taylor, Bear With Me. She definitely is coming out. She's already mentioned it.
Already mentioned it.
Ludacris.
Luda.
Silence of the Lambs featuring Lil Wayne. St. John came out with a song called Ransom.
Fetty Wap. Pretty dang.
Oh, Blue and Exile came out with a song called Miles Davis.
Blue and Exile.
I think Blue and Exile is coming out with a project, if I'm not mistaken. So that should be very intriguing, to say the least. JPEG Mafia came out with, what was that, Hit Bar 10? HT Bar 10. Migos came out with Need It, featuring NBA Youngboy. Daniel Caesar came out with Made to Fall in Love. Boldy James came out with Month of Sundays. King Crooked and Joel Ortiz, remember we talked about them having a project.
Album.
That they came out with a project, or a song I should say, called Memorial Day. Pete Rock and Camp Low, a track called Megan Good, featuring Mac Miller. I do wonder if that is us grabbing a verse that we were doing with him, or if this is just an old song, period.
I see what you're saying.
So I'm curious about that. And
I see a lot of songs.
Oh, we have a scroll.
I'm doing with
Rod
this.
Wave, And I Still.
It's
Currency,
all you now.
Bonus Round. I got this. Yeah, that's all I got, man. Chef G, second intro. Alchemist, Man of Many Hats. Yeah, that's all I got. I'm not going to lie there. In terms of albums that we listen to.
Yes, sir.
Now, I actually want to start with a little bit of a curveball. We're going to start with an album that came out, was it last week? My bad. Let me look this up. Let me do my Googles. Even though we're not searching on Google.
Miss Mary Mac, all dressed in black, with a rude attitude.
That was a solid time kill. Thank you for that. This one came out on May 8th. I was like, where am I looking, yo? I'm dizzy for a second. This one actually came out May 8th, so 2 weeks ago.
Not bad.
But this is, an artist that, we've been in conversation with that is a part of a network that we talk about very often. It's a Facebook community. It definitely has extended its way out to Instagram and to Twitter. It's called Blank Canvas Creatives. We talked about it quite a few times. And again, really what it is, I know the name might sound misleading, Blank Canvas Creatives Network. It's more so just creatives supporting creatives. So if you're part of a network, it's okay. You can still join. Yes. We are part of a network, in fact, with Indie Creative. We are still part of, BKC. So definitely just, doing our part to make sure that we can really do this BKC family thing.
BKC is more of a moral support network.
Yeah, a hub support network.
Yeah, it's more. It's not for your pockets, just to support you. You're trying to hustle. Here's some other people trying to hustle with you.
Exactly.
We understand the grind. You have questions. Hey, maybe we have questions you can answer.
And on top of that, when you're grinding for viewership, the people who are grinding for viewership understand the value of grinding for viewership.
Yes.
So here we are. We're here to talk about an album from a rapper that is part of BKC Network. Again, look that up on Facebook by the name of Blank Canvas Creatives. It's Canvas with a K. Blank Canvas Creatives, BKC. Otherwise, look that up on Twitter or Instagram at BKC Network. Definitely follow that and support that movement. Like I said, we're going to be talking about an artist that came out with a project 2 weeks ago from this group. His name is Terrence Mack, rapper out of New York. Came out with a project called Now Playing.
Okay.
So this is a shorter project, 6 songs at 15 minutes. And because it was so short, I gave the opportunity. Not I gave the opportunity, my bad. You had the opportunity.
I understand what you're trying to say.
What the fuck is wrong with me? You had the opportunity to take a listen to this album, or most of it at the very least. And I did listen to it several times. So what I will say is right off the bat, first of all, the album name got me at first. I was like, Now Playing. Now playing. So you've already intrigued me because that tells me you're intentionally doing shit. You're not just naming it.
You're not saying
you're intentionally
Red Cup.
Shit, right? Exactly. I then look at the song titles, and I see first quarter, second quarter, halftime, brackets, soliloquy. My nigga, T.I. word of the day. Come on now, shout out to shout out to Guys Next Door podcast, T.I. word of the day. Third quarter, fourth quarter, post game.
Jeez, man, the post game interview too.
I'm locked in already in terms of the presentation, right? He then starts with track 1 called First Quarter.
I like first quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, hear me ho. Shit so good, even I scare me. My confidence is higher than a stoner. If the beat is pussy, then my bars is a boner. No Viagra, I get it straight up. While you wait up, type of shit that make you don't tip the waiter. I understand why my haters are haters. Shit, I hate me too. All this motherfucking talent, I'm still next to you. Got you feeling yourself, flow contagious like I got influence.
Like, he was just going in.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Like, you're barring me to death on track 1.
He had me sold on track 1.
Yeah, he definitely had me sold on track 1. And listen, I don't know if this is a New York thing, but...
Oh, he's from New York?
Yeah.
Okay.
The way track 2 came in, as soon as I hear that, I hear... No. I'm going to let the play.
And we're back for the second quarter after that electrifying first.
Showmanship. After that electrifying first, that's good showmanship in terms of, like, I'm really doing some shit on this album. I hope you guys are paying attention.
I'm killing it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vibe 22 really stepped up their game in that quarter right there. And if they continue that this quarter, it's going to be a blowout. So life really...
I don't know who's doing the voiceover, but shout out to their Mike Green. Their Mike Green commentator.
Impression.
Put it in. Shout out to him.
Step up, and we got to see something different. Yeah. All jokes aside, man, I'm really that nigga. The proof is in bold text. You just ain't really get it. Your lack of attention got...
Soul samples are always a cheat code for me. I know this beat. I love this beat. I forget where it's from. It might be a Fabulous mixtape. It sounds like a Soul Tape Fabulous, Soul Tape 3 type thing. Like, I could be wrong, but
let us know. Where is it from?
You've already locked me in. You came on track 1. You're barring me to death.
Track 2.
You're giving me a New York flow. You're riding the New York type of beats. And not limiting beats, not only a boom bap type thing. You're giving me the soul samples. You're giving me the other sides of what we're used to hearing in New York music. We can tell you pay attention to your lyricism and your pen and what you're writing down.
He does. He definitely rereads his work.
Yeah. So I definitely appreciate that. That reminded me a lot of another album that we reviewed. Another BKC member by the name of Cordell Watts. That was episode 104, 103.
I'm going to say 104.
104, 103. Go check our list. Listen to both episodes and just let us know which one we mentioned Cordell Watts on. And it was funny because as track 2 was coming in, and I was like, wait, soul samples? This is reminding me a lot of Cordell Watts. I look at track 6. Featuring Cordell Watts. So obviously, you definitely love to see that type of camaraderie going on. We reviewed Cordell Watts. We're here reviewing Terrence Mack. Both of them are part of the BKC network, and both of them have come out with really good projects.
Appreciate
right? So it's definitely a congratulations to Terrence Mack. I definitely appreciated this project. I've listened to it more than once.
Same here.
The way that it's formatted in a way where I can go to it several times.
Yeah, it's really short.
It's shorter.
Straight
and it's
themed.
Yep,
it's themed. You like
shorter with a theme, with a soul sample.
Jeez.
With some New York flows.
Jeez. I know you love the New York.
Stop. For some reason, he reminded me a bit of Sky Zoo. Sky Zoo, you don't really listen to him, but Sky Zoo, I'll play.
He's part of Beast.
No. But he is a New York rapper. You made me type Beast Coast.
Is he part of the Benny the Butcher crew?
No.
Is he affiliated with them?
No.
Oh damn.
I'm gonna play a track from him. Let's play. I don't know.
Associated with Mass Appeal?
No idea.
So concerned, you stuck in high school. You love that.
I was like, he sounds exact same.
That sounds just like him.
I watch spots get turned to croissant sellers, like how I watch pots get turned into card presses. Try to make it all make sense, like more Adderall. Where every note carry over, like if I had a horn. Caught away up with visions of 40 acres, so know when I talk these, I add a lead like cannonball.
Kind of like the way he flows.
Okay.
It reminds me a lot of Sky Zoo. And Sky Zoo just did a project with Pete Rock. So listen, man, that's saying some shit. We talked about a bar that really stood out to us. It was I've been here for 10 years. How I'm still next to you.
Exactly.
I think there was another line on the track featuring Cordell Watts. That was the 6th track, Post Game. And it was something along the lines of, I don't know which one of them had said it, so I apologize. I don't remember. But it was something along the lines of 10 years in the game and I'm still under 30.
Jeez.
I was like, come on, man. I was like, fam. I almost tweeted that.
Bars.
I was like, yo, low key, but I only have 8 years experience still.
It's not 10 years in the game, but still.
Not 10 years in the game, but 10 years in life.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
I'll just kind of close it off by saying this. It's 100% worth a listen. It's on Spotify. It's on your streaming platform, so it's not like you're reaching for a SoundCloud rapper. You mentioned the production feeling very professional on this.
It felt really professional.
And that was one takeaway for the both of us, was that he sounds like someone who can compete in this arena.
Yep.
He doesn't sound like an amateur. He doesn't sound like, and again, I don't mean offense by this. I'm just talking about how the term has been used. A SoundCloud rapper.
He does,
right? He sounds like he really should be here. And it's a project worth listening to.
I think so,
like I said, it's called Now Playing. It's by Terrence Mack. Shout out to Terrence Mack. Hopefully I did the album justice. I was talking to him because he and I were in conversation probably a week and a half ago.
Oh, okay.
And I was just like, fuck, my bad, yo. I didn't get to it last week.
Hey, man, we're busy. But we'll get to it. Wasn't off our table.
Hundo, let me get to it now.
It wasn't off our radar.
And it was funny because when I listened to it, I sent him a voice note immediately. I was like, fam, my bad. This shit is fire. Hundo, I'm gonna review it still.
Damn.
I was like, damn. But no, it's fire, man. It's fire. Shout out to Terrence Mack. That one's called Now Playing. And again, congratulations to him on a very good release. A few other albums that came out, Gunna with Wanna.
You didn't listen to this.
I listened to some of it.
Okay, I'll say something except for Nav with Gunna.
Okay.
Except Nav, Gunna, I can go at bat for.
Yes.
Because he at least has
talent,
something.
but he is talented.
Yes, there we go.
That's not to say Nav is not. I'm sorry. I didn't
not saying Nav's not.
But you know what I'm trying to say.
Trust me, it's harder to fight for Nav than it is to fight for Gunna.
Yes.
Because this album right here, to me, is Gunna's best release to date, in my opinion.
Okay.
I like this better than Drip or Drown. Actually, I think the first Drip or Drown was pretty fire. But then Drip or Drown 2, I didn't like it. The thing came with Lil Baby, I wasn't that big of a fan of it.
Yeah, the collab project, you're right.
But I like this, man, because he has flows. And when you get the right beat and producer with him,
yeah,
it's fire, man. He does a thing.
To me, Gunna almost, and this is not disrespect, and this is also a side of my ignorance. To me, Gunna is a B-class thug.
Oh, he is.
Which is not a bad thing, first of all.
It's not, because thug is
I would love to be a pause, but you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
I don't know if but a lot of people had high praise about this, right? So my mentality, because I'm not, even if I don't prefer something, I'm not close-minded. That's one thing I'm not. So if people are praising this album, not praising it, but speaking well of it, I ask myself, is this the way I avoided Thug in 16? Right? Should I give this a more attentive listen in terms of maybe understanding how good Gunna is? Because remember I said a few weeks ago, man, Lil Baby, way better, dog.
Lil Baby still is better.
My opinion.
I think he is.
But that was sort of a byproduct of me just not knowing Gunna, right? So I mean, I thought it was a good project though. Like I was bumping it. It seems like the weather to do it.
That's exactly. I think it was the weather. Like Friday, it dropped. It was hot outside. I was driving to work. I'm like, yo, this thing is slapping. I was at work, just working. I'm like, yo, this thing is slapping. So back to what I was saying about producer and beats. I feel like these are the tracks that I thought were fire, and this is how I knew this was a good album, because there were a few tracks like that's fire, that's fire, that's fire. It wasn't just like 3 tracks, and this was 18 songs, 15 minutes.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a longer album. I think I got through about 11, and I was like, damn.
You can't just stick on for that.
Because I listened to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm listening to shorter projects.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Young M.A. I listened to Terrence Mack.
And now here comes a 15-minute project.
And here comes a 15-minute project. I was like,
I ain't got time for that. Argentina. 50, sorry. Argentina, the first track, fire. Fiending, fire. That was 4 track.
That's the one featuring, that's one everyone's talking about, I think. Fiending?
No, the one featuring Lil Baby, Blind Spot.
Not Blind Spot. Keep going, though.
Fiending was fire. I like Fiending. Dollars in My Head featuring Young Thug. I like that one. Skybox.
I like the Thug feature a lot. Dollars on My Head.
Yep. Thug feature bodied. Skybox, fire. Blindfold, fire. Rockstar, Biker and Chains, fire. Met Gala, fire. Cooler Than a Bitch featuring Roddy Ricch. Oh my God, Roddy Rich's flow. Yo, we gotta play that back. And that's why I stopped writing. But I know there was also the song with Travis Scott, Top Floor, fire. Do Better, fire. Then Far with Young Thug again, fire.
And essentially what you're saying is like, it's like 2, 3 in a row, fire, 1, I'm kind of cool with.
Yes.
And you're only probably kind of cool with it because you got 3 fire in a row and you're,
exactly.
And you're worn out.
I feel like, yo, I can't give you this many fires.
Like, the 5 tracks that you picked that were not fire, if you made a playlist with just those 5 tracks and played it, you'd be like, yo, 4 out of 5 is fire still.
That's exactly how it is.
Like you'd be like 1 fire, 2 fire, 3 skip, 4 fire, 5 fire. And then you make the 4 and you're like 1 fire, 2 fire, 3 skip, 4 fire, 3. Listen, man, I get it.
It's a good project. Honestly, I think if you like what Gunna sound, you would enjoy this project a lot.
I think if you like the direction of Atlanta music, this is a high representation of that.
Yes.
And that's why I say B-class Thug, because to me, Thug is tier 1.
Yeah,
right? We talked about tiers last episode. So I'm not mad at it. I definitely know I want to spend more time on it because, again, I don't want to be an ignorant listener.
I feel you.
So I'm gonna give it more time. It's funny, we went from New York to Atlanta, but
now we're going back to New York.
But I liked it definitely. Solid. Gunna with Wanna, and what I really liked about it, actually, I saw some album artwork that showed Gunna on this side, Thug on this side, and 3 other people I didn't know.
I gotta look into that. I didn't notice that.
So I was like, this guy's about to get on that I'm putting people on type of wave now. That Rick Ross type of that, J. Cole type of. I'm just like, and that always makes me respect it more.
That's your money. That means you're leveling up in life. You're understanding how to make money.
Exactly.
I don't gotta work. Someone else gotta work for me.
Facts.
I'm working for Thug, so hey. And if you guys want to work for me,
are we moving on to Young M.A.?
Yeah, let's talk Young M.A. quickly.
Let's do it.
7 songs, 21 album. It's called Red Flu. You know, she's part of the Blood Gang, or so she claims. You know, I'm not saying that. She claims in her songs. Did you enjoy this?
The intro, first thing I asked myself was, who hurt you?
Yo, right?
Were you feeling that too?
I felt that. I was like, yo, why you getting rude for it? Why you nasty?
Okay.
Like, yo, relax, bro.
Abrasive.
Like, it's the intro. Like,
and she'll still get into her young MA type of bars, but she'll always revert back to, and you hurt my feelings as fuck you.
Yep.
I'm like, okay.
Some levels up, man. She's definitely leveled up on this project.
She broke up and then wrote some songs in quarantine.
Hey, Kalani.
This is definitely a quarantine album. She's mentioned it on there. The album artwork will tell us it's a mixtape. Right?
It's definitely a mixtape.
So not anything to take seriously. And I guess that was my takeaway. I was like, this is not as good as Herstory in the Making.
It was not, definitely.
But it wasn't meant to be as good as
Herstory
Herstory in the Making. And we talk about expectations and mixtapes all the time. Going back to Drake, for example. I was satisfied with this, though.
I was like, there's just one song I didn't like, but other than that, I was fine with it.
Do you remember which song it is?
It was like track 3 or 4. I can't remember.
Young M.A.
But I mean, I don't know what she was doing. I think it was the beat. The beat just didn't hit right.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
And I was like, skip. But other than that, I liked everything else on the album.
Was it Trapper Cap?
Maybe. I don't remember.
I think it was. It may have been.
So I don't remember.
It may have been.
About this shit, I don't care if you know I'm capping guys. Always rapping lies, but be a rat inside. Chasing cheese, I'm.
That was fire.
I know that flow was fire.
Life is good, yeah, but I always relapse to that pain. Mental health is a stain. Them thoughts.
She's not going with the. It sounds so off.
I thought the same thing about that. I'm like,
why
she's not really barring me to death on this one.
She's kind of trying to sing. I'm like, no offense to Young and Me, but like, I don't come to you for singing. Like,
let her meek herself, man. Let her meek herself.
I understand it. I respect it, and that's why. If that's your song, that's your song. But,
by all means.
But I enjoyed this thoroughly. I'm definitely gonna come back to it.
Yeah.
It's Young and Me. I respect Young and Me. I respect her hard work. It's actually put out by MA Records. She's still independent or whatever. It's like,
I like that.
So
I like that.
I do respect that she's doing this all on her own. And shout out to Young and Me.
I'll quickly touch on 2 projects. We have Styles P with Styles David. Ghost Your Enthusiasm. What I really appreciate about Styles P, because these are not clever puns on his name, but he will keep going with them.
Hey man,
it'll be like G-Host.
Determination is the key. G-Host.
Like G-Host, I get it, but it's not clever.
It's not. It's lame. It's old man, like it's dad jokes.
Oh man, shout out to Styles P, man. What I will say about Styles P, you know, he's always been one of the most consistent rappers to me. I remember being in high school having the Jada versus Styles P conversation when Jada was on top of the fucking world.
Everyone loved Jada.
And I was like, bro, honestly, Styles though,
Styles P is good.
Is more, you know what I'm saying?
He was your man.
And not even to say more consistent, because Jadakiss is so. I'm not comparing them. Fuck it. Anyways, so I really enjoyed this project. This was a longer project. It was 15 songs, 43 minutes. What I will say is I did not listen to it as much as I wanted to in terms of formulating some real feedback on it. But I love the direction that it's going in. Even just the name. So where the name comes from, you know, Styles David, Ghost Your Enthusiasm. We're thinking about Curb Your Enthusiasm. Yep. We're thinking about Larry David? Larry David. Obviously a Jewish person, right? Money making, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that guy's a billionaire.
Doesn't track 1, Garfield featuring It's The Real, start off
podcast is
real? Because for those that don't know, It's The Real and The Locks.
Oh yeah,
they pod together for movies.
That's right. I remember that.
And they are friends ultimately, right?
But so because they're not rappers, so it's just funny.
Yeah.
SP. Yo. I've been going through this thing. I've been sleeping with this girl for about 3 months now. I met her online. I met her through Instagram, and now she wants to meet my mom, which is fine, which is cool. I'd love for her to meet my mom, but the only problem is I don't know how to explain to my mom what she does for a living, how we met, or what her government name is.
What's her name?
Instagram.com/Garfield.
I can't.
You know, it's like whatever. You know what I mean? Like it drew you in, right? It kind of has that.
That's funny.
A Curb Your Enthusiasm, you know, type of effect to it. That was track 1.
That is a Curb Your Enthusiasm type joke though, too. That's funny. I like that.
Track 11 or you know, title 11, I guess. There's only 15 on here, like I mentioned. There's a song called Juice Bar.
Okay.
Right? Juice Bar.
Juice
Bar.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, I have a soundbite for that. I forgot. And again, that one features It's The Real.
You.
I got a business opportunity for you.
What's good, bro?
All right. Well, we're family, right?
Kinda.
I mean, you call me bro all the time. That's why we're family.
Okay, if you want to go with that.
I need
I'm start telling people if you want to go with
If
that.
you want to go with that, yeah, that's
$35,000.
What?
Well, okay, let me rephrase
bad.
that. We need $35,000.
What?
Well, okay, let me rephrase that. I would like $35,000.
I would like $35,000 fucking dollars too. Fuck is you?
You know what I'm saying? Like it kind of entertains you.
It does.
It
I like
entertains
that.
you. And again, I just appreciated the project. I want to spend more time on it before I can talk about Styles P lyricism. But from what I heard on it, super consistent, super Styles period. Where it's like I'm still gritty and gangsta, but I own a juice bar and I'm too old for this shit.
Right? I like that. That's why I like Styles P.
So
Yo, I'm still gangster, but like I'm not running around the streets like you guys.
yeah, and there's a few times where he even said in his bars like I'm too old for this shit. Like I'm not gonna run you down, but I'm still about this life.
Yeah.
Right. I enjoyed it. Definitely worth the listen, and I think I want to go back to that. Like I said, I probably will have some better feedback for you next week. Very quickly, Kota The Fiend came out with Everything. Kota The Fiend, of course, the reason why I listened to that, I really wanna make 2020 the same as my 2018.
Oh, okay.
I'm really trying to
In what
do
way?
that. The number of artists I'm discovering, right? Again, 2018 to some degree was JID, although it was 2017 coming into 18.
Yeah.
Earth Gang was like maybe early 17 coming into 18. Even just kind of opening the mind back up to that type of hip hop that I didn't love.
Yeah.
I listened to all, so that's when I became a bigger fan of Thug and like, you know,
Yeah.
that
So
type of
you wanna
shit.
Open up your
Expand the horizons, right? This year so far has been decent. Like I've never heard of Alina Baraz before.
Lina Baraz.
A few other names on here. I'm trying to think. Oh, on top of the head, I'm forgetting. But
Either way, you've discovered a lot.
yeah. So Kota The Fiend was one of those names. Sorry,
The
Kota The
Friend.
Friend. I always say Kota The
I
Fiend.
thought it was the Fiend.
It's Kota The Friend. I typoed it.
Okay.
So he came out. Of course, we talked about Lyrics to Go Volume 1, which was a
Yes.
2020 project that came out. I want to say like February
Yeah,
or
I feel
something.
like January, February.
I enjoyed that project at the
Me
time,
too.
and here we have a longer project, which is now 12 records as opposed to 10. This one is called Everything.
Everything.
And I listened to it. I'd listened to it once, so again, I maybe can't formulate a full opinion about it. It was cool. I mean, it didn't really blow me away. It was cool. Definitely much more in that lo-fi hip-hop lane. I'll play a random song and see if that fits the script.
So,
I get it.
do my thing, I am free, with the steez, get my piece, get my bread right, get my head right.
That's the perfect.
I like it. I like it.
I like it.
I like it.
It's cool.
I fuck with that.
You know what I'm saying? I do want to spend more time on that as well.
Me too.
Like I said, though. Let's wrap up this music potpourri. This
Yeah.
might be the fastest we've ever wrapped it up. I think usually our music potpourri starts at this timestamp.
Right.
But that's I digress. What's in your rotation, sir?
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
The Gold by Polo G.
Okay.
Because I heard that was a good album, so I bumped a few tracks on that. I do like it.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna give it a review. It's Polo G. Doesn't not need a review. How I'm Feeling Now by Charlie XCX. It came out last week.
Yes.
But everyone's talking about it. I was a little fan of hers a few years ago, so I bumped a few tracks on that. It's okay. It's a pop album, like Euro girl pop album. Nothing special.
Yeah, I've heard the name and I guess the style or the intended style.
Junk Tape Volume 1. Jank Tape Volume 1. That's Buddy and what's his face? Ken Jams.
Yes. Yes.
This is the
I've heard about
weather
that.
to
I'm like, I know I
actual
heard about
bump
that.
it. This was the weather to bump it. I was like, yo, it's literally Cali, sun out, windows down, music blasting weather.
Yep.
Music. So I bumped that. My Turn Deluxe by Lil Baby. I bumped that. Do you know Tiny Tempa?
Yes.
So I went back and bumped his first album called Discovery.
Okay.
I don't know why. I just felt like I don't know. Dark Lane demo tapes. That was in the
I
rotation.
forgot to bump that, man. That's a good project.
Lil Sky's Life of a Dark Rose. I bumped that.
Okay.
Lil Barrett Icebreaker. I bumped that. And someone who I've actually never bumped any of his songs, but he has one of the or not any of his albums. Actually, I've only bumped one of his songs. It's one of my favorite songs ever. It's Sababy is his name,
Yeah.
And the name of the song is
Yeah.
oh fuck, it's not this album.
It's not Sada Baby?
No, it's Sub Baby.
Okay.
He's from Chicago.
My bad.
The name of the song is called Pull Up With the Stick. Pull up with the stick.
I feel like
Let it hit.
I feel like I know that song.
But so I read up about him because I barely hear his name. Turns out he made 2 albums and was just like, I don't want to rap anymore. So he just like he more like produces for other people and then just raps every here and there, but drops albums. So his last album came out in 2018. It was called Squitastic. And man, do I love this fucking album. It's hitting me right. Okay. He's like a Thug Gunna mix. Like he's not hitting the range of Thug.
Right.
And he doesn't have the sweet flows of Gunna.
Right.
But he has a little bit of both together, and I rate it. So
okay.
I bumped a bunch of that. I actually bumped that twice this week. I went and bumped Kanon, Greatest Hits. Sacred Heart Club by Foster the People. And like I said earlier, because I'm doing my Now and Then series, I just found a name for it. The March for the Then series, Marshall Matters LP. I'm still bumping that. I am about 3/4 of the way through. So what's in your rotation this week?
My rotation was actually tighter.
Jeez. I don't know. Mine's always a lot tighter than that.
Yeah. I didn't listen to much, and I didn't really have a sense of direction, I wouldn't say. Speaking of Alina Baraz, I bumped It Was Divine by Alina Baraz. I listened to... keep going back to Luda, man.
Luda!
I'm not going to lie. Chicken and Beer. I keep going back to Luda. And Red Light District. So you forget sometimes how much you used to listen to an artist.
You do.
Luda was in my top 3 listenership.
Damn.
For sure.
Probably.
I know the songs in order. I'm screaming at the top of my lungs in my car. I'm like, fam, I just remember this. Like, I remember screaming these lyrics in 2004 when I was 13 years old. I remember that.
These Luda lyrics I probably shouldn't be screaming.
Watch out, my diamonds are reckless. Like, I remember that. You know what I'm saying? In those moments. So... I really enjoyed that, listening to those 2 albums. I listened to Better by Deontay Hitchcock.
Okay.
I can't stop listening to this one little part right here.
This JID part?
Surprisingly, I don't even need the JID feature. As crazy as that sounds.
I know, that sounds... Are you okay?
I'm in the getting it poppin', can't take shit for granted. You know how we rockin'. I made it look easy, like straight out of Compton. And now I'm on go, ain't no motherfucking stopping. You see what I saw coming up from the bottom. Made me a menace like Dennis, no rhyming. Getting this shit ain't no motherfucking problems. I get him, I got him, quit fucking around, nigga.
That part and then...
I got money now.
That's all I can say.
I got money now.
Shut the fuck up. I got money now.
Yo, if I get rich, damn straight I'm doing that.
That to me is the new Can't Tell Me Nothing.
That is Can't Tell Me Nothing.
That's the new Can't Tell Me Nothing.
I got money now.
Shut the fuck up. I got money now. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying going forward.
That's hard.
And then I bumped For Your Eyes Only by J. Cole, as well as KOD by J. Cole. And that's ultimately where my rotation stops because Deontay Hitchcock reminds me... His similarities to Cole, like we talked about Corday being similar to Cole. Corday is like,
oh no, this guy sounds a lot.
Let's use Cole as Jordan, right? If Cole is Jordan, Corday is Wade.
Yeah.
Comparatively, we get it. Wade took a little fadeaway here and there. A lot of people compared him to Mike at one time, especially being from Chicago. But Deontay Hitchcock is Kobe, my nigga. Like he sounds the same as Cole.
If you close your eyes, you would think you're listening to Cole.
Fam, this track right here.
If you close your eyes, you'll be like, yo, this has to be Cole I'm listening
to. It wasn't even that one. Forget it. I don't want to play too many songs. But otherwise we're going to be taken down by YouTube. Yep. But he sounds a lot like Cole, man. So that's where my rotation ended. Let's finish off that music potpourri, of course. And let's get right into the... post potpourri. I don't know if there's anything happening on social media right now, so let's do a quick little check.
Let's see what I got here. Marshall Matters. Let's talk about
Shut the fuck up! I got money now.
You got money.
Nothing that I care about, dog. Nothing that I care about. So I mean, bingeables. Well, I'll go on with the bingeables. What are you watching?
Ozark. I'm on episode 9 now. Season 3.
E2? Season 3.
Yeah. Oh. Have you watched season 3 yet?
Hell yeah. Oh. Hell yeah. What? I love that show. It's one of my favorite shows.
It's one of my favorite shows, but I don't know. I put it up because I wasn't ready to watch it.
Fair.
And so now I finally watched it, and I was like, you know what? This show's fucking amazing.
Fair.
I'm halfway through episode 9. Fuck, it's good. I know Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I'm watching that. That's like just killed.
Mindless television.
Exactly.
You need it.
Yeah, that's honestly all I'm doing. I'm trying to watch Deadpool 2. I already saw it in theaters, but now it's on Netflix, so
why not? Why not?
That's me. That's all I'm binging.
Deadpool's on Netflix?
Deadpool 2 is on Netflix.
Is that a Marvel movie?
Yeah. Well, it's with Fox. But,
I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, Disney Plus. Okay. What am I watching? I finally finished Boardwalk Empire.
Finished it.
Finished Boardwalk
How was
Empire.
it? Did you
5
like it?
seasons. A long show.
It's a long show. I was gonna watch it. I'm like, yo, I don't know if I can dedicate this much time.
See, here's the thing about the show. I don't know if I like it or not. Right.
What
I will say is that it has amazing acting. I'm talking some of the best acting I've seen in television.
Okay.
Very good acting, and you know, I don't want to spoil it. It's about obviously, you know, essentially one central character. For X amount of seasons. I can't say, you know, how long that may be. But, you know, I mentioned it before. Al Capone is almost just like a side character.
He's not even mean.
And at no point in time, I don't want to spoil it, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
you're not sure if you like it or not.
I liked it because it was a quality show.
Yes.
That not much happened in to some degree.
And that's what
it was a 50-hour movie.
That's what I heard.
And I enjoyed it.
Like nothing really moved in the.
Once the last 2 episodes of season 5 were happening, or the last 3 episodes, because season 5 is shorter at 8 episodes. I was like, I get it. I under fucking stand season 1 now. For 4 seasons, I was like, where? What? I want Al Capone to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck, man. I'm watching Blood and Water.
Okay, I've heard of that.
Good show.
Is that on Netflix?
That's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's about a girl. Her sister essentially was missing since childbirth. And she may or may not have discovered her. That's as far as I am in the show.
Yeah, I remember reading about that. And saying it's more than she knows. Or
something like that. A very good show. A lot of twists and turns.
Okay, sorry. I might give it a shot then.
Trying to think what else. That's kind of it. Yeah, that's kind of it on my end too. I don't really have a mindless television show right now.
Fair enough.
Obviously, challenge every fucking week.
Yeah,
I watch a challenge live now. I put my shit on MTV 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, and I'm sitting there.
That's at 9.
8 to 9:30.
Oh damn!
Because I guess it's a 55-minute episode, right? So they stretch it for the hour. You know, MTV with them long as commercials. But yeah.
That's sick. I'm watching that tonight, so that's
telling you that show. You didn't watch this episode?
I didn't watch this episode.
One of the best. I'm not gonna spoil it in any way.
Let's go.
But I truly feel like just as a quality episode,
it was good.
One of the best that they've had in a while.
That's good
because every episode has been good
this season. Other than the one that they did, other than last episode was kind of weak, just because they had to like bring it back to catch up. It was kind of like drag stuff on, but anyway.
Let's touch on the Jordan doc a little bit. Yes. So I think where the we don't say how did you like it? We liked it.
Everyone liked it. If you don't like it, you probably don't like basketball.
I think the magic in the Jordan doc in terms of lifting your spirits and just kind of making the focus be again. The effect of Phil Jackson on both Jordan and Kobe, rest in peace, with his Zen Buddhism, to keep them in the present.
That's true.
So they kept saying on the final episode, the greatest thing about Jordan wasn't his shooting or his ability or his dunking. It was his ability to stay present.
Or whatever.
And I thought about that because that, like, I have, light little flex. I got 11,000 minutes of meditation under my belt. 11,000 minutes. I just got to do that 50, 60 more times and I'll be a master at meditation. You know how long that shit took? Shit took like a few years. Shit, like
years.
3 years. Goddamn. Anyways, And that's a big theme of meditation. I talk about it all the time in the intro. Awareness, acceptance, awareness. That's Jordan at all times.
He's aware where he is. And location.
I think the reason why it maybe kind of boosted your week is because you just took life as the now. It's like, cool, fuck it. I'm here. Whatever. The weather's warming up. Let it warm up when it warms up. I'm here, bro. I'm here. So I think there was something there. And then, like I said, the reason why I bought a book on Zen Buddhism, again, going back to meditation, I'm huge on that. I talk about that all the time. And you talk about, if you weren't born into it, you probably would have.
Yeah.
I said that exact same thing to myself. And you can't see it from here, but one of those books are about that. But it wasn't quite the book I thought it would be. I should have read reviews on it. It was called The Tibetan Book of the Dead.
Ooh.
and it's supposed to help you live in the present and not have this anxiety about I'm gonna die one day.
Yep.
Maybe I just wasn't of the mind to read it, so I still have it on my bookshelf for that reason.
You can always go back to it.
But this time around, I did a little bit of research. I was like, Mike, he's so present. The reason why I love Kobe is the Mamba mentality. Like, it's something about locking in. Yep. And then when I was watching the Jordan talk, obviously we didn't grow up with Jordan, so it was like, holy shit.
Yeah, that mentality.
It's not to say, yo, Kobe got, it's like, no, it's Phil.
Yeah, it's the coach. He hasn't locked in somehow.
So, you know, that really got me into it, and that's kind of the reason why I bought that Zen Buddhism book. And I think that's it, man.
I'm done, man.
I think that's it. So let's get this responsible gathering.
Let's go. Social distance.
I didn't say anything. Gathering. You didn't hear that. Let's get this responsible event.
Yes,
I'm not going to say what it is or what it isn't. Let's get that going. We're definitely going to enjoy this weather. And let's wrap up the show by please hitting them. This kind of reminded me of the cottage episode, by the way.
Really?
To some degree. We're looking forward to some shit. We're like, all
right, man. Like, yo, let's go. All right, let's go. Yo, are you ready to go? All right, let's go.
I think that was like episode 72, 73. 73 was in my mind.
Was that 72 or 76? I think of like something like that. I don't know why.
Interesting. Go back and check. Listen, congratulations to us for just
knowing our episodes,
knowing our fucking catalog, guy. Honestly, now I don't wonder how artists remember all their songs.
Kind of like, oh yeah, that song was on that tape, on that mixtape, and that album.
And you did start to cue it, so I should start with my sentence, because with that being said, that will take us to the end, the unfortunate end of another episode of the True North Views podcast. It's been great. Episode 107. We finally got a shorter episode in the books. You know what I'm saying? So please, we ask one thing. Continue that conversation by telling a friend to tell 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 a friend. Please.
You already know.
You already know what it is. 6 degrees of separation. Now, as usual, I go by the name of Harris.
Y'all know me. Skirt Master, Mr. Triple Double himself, 0 assist. Hopping the turnstile to the TTC because I'm robbing them from 70 mil. You already know me. Call me Just Shola. Cheese.
And I guess you just gotta tell them that number 1 rule.
2 rules?
Oh, yeah,
First,
2 rules. Forgot about that.
Stay safe, please.
Please. Rona's not over. Ontario cases are going up.
Yo, just because they open the doors doesn't mean it's over.
Facts.
And 2, weather's going up. Watch out for the wastemans.
Yes, sir. Watch out for those motherfucking wastemans. They are out when the weather is warm and
no, I was gonna say something else, but you know what? I'll just pause it there.
Oh man, it's the True North Views podcast, episode 107.
It's hot in here.
Peace.